Travis Scott shows off his luxury cars talking collecting sneakers and speakers.
Outside of the box. I think every sneaker, every car, there's a connection. It's been a lot of times where I pass on certain things because it's not really something that connected to me.
Hold on, chat.
Travis, welcome to On Display. Thank you for doing this.
Nah, for sure, always, man.
We're here to see some of the amazing cars in your collection, but also I want to talk about the art of collecting and your journey in collecting things. Even back in the day, stereo speakers, was that like the first thing that you started collecting?
Yeah, wow, that's crazy, how the fuck? So my dad, everyone had like their surround sound systems in their garages. Just
Okay, collecting speakers is kind of crazy. Collecting speakers is crazy. Low-key expensive. Chat, I don't know if y'all know, collecting speakers is low-key super duper expensive because, I don't know, audio systems in itself, if you've ever bought audio for a car, it's actually dumbass expensive. Excuse my
collecting
French.
dust. You know, I had this idea of just like taking the woofers out of the, you know, out of the towers of the speakers. And
Travis Scott always got glasses on.
And I kind of created my own surround sound. I needed like multiple amps for that. So then as I went to like all my different neighbors' cribs, you know, I kind of noticed that they all had different brands of amps, different speakers, different sizes. So yeah, you know, I used to ask them, can I have it? Because, you know, they weren't doing it. So I collected stuff from there. And then, yeah, from there.
Yo, this is a Batman setting. This is straight up a Batman setting.
The passion of just like finding things that can inspire you to get to the next level.
Where do cars fit into your passion points of collecting?
I mean, you know, it's always been a passion, even from seeing like European like rally racing.
This man is so cool. He's so cool, bro. You can't tell him nothing.
Overpowered and over like zealous and crazy looking type cars that moving at, you know, high level speeds, you know, different engines, paint jobs, colors. And it always just inspired me. You know, I love to move fast, so it's just like, it started from like little bikes, little mongoose bikes.
I rock with Travis Scott, bro. Travis Scott is dope. If you don't know, I used to always start my streams when I streamed MX bikes with Travis Scott because Travis Scott is just a GOAT.
And then, you know, when I was able to get a car, it's like started from there. Just got my drive up just to get some drive, you know what I'm saying?
We're sitting in your Lamborghini Urus, incredible car. When did you first fall in love with Lambos?
Bro, you gotta use people. Some people don't like the Uruses. I need one. I remember
I wanted a Lambo so bad, and I got finessed for like a Huracan. I'll never forget, I paid like 100,000 or something for it. This is when I was younger, so yeah, like I didn't even have the money for it, so it's just like, you know, you try to put some money down on a Lambo or whatever. And then it ended up working out. I bought it from some guy, and after that I was like, fuck this. I'm going to all dealership from now on from all this other shit. So yeah, like I think with everything, even like the Toyota I had, which I called the hood Toyota.
The MR2? Travis Scott had an MR2? What the heck?
MR2. I looked at that car like it was a Lamborghini until I could finally turn it into one. And I don't think it's like a materialistic thing. I don't even think it's because of the price it was. I think just the performance, the style, the drive of it.
Travis Scott has a crazy collection,
How much of an effect does the Jeep Cherokee
bro.
your mom had? How does that fuel kind of like this passion for collecting?
Well, my mom had this green Jeep Cherokee and her driver door didn't work, so we always had to get in on the passenger seat. And that fueled me every day to make sure that at least we can get in on the driver seat.
That'll do it. Hey, that's enough motivation for me.
Has always had a style to her. She's always been able to keep things like at a couture level, even though things are like rough. You know what I'm saying?
Made the best out of it.
But yeah, so it was like kind of why I'm into these Jeeps, how raw and deconstructed they are. Kind of reminds me of that fucked up Jeep I had.
What a great guy. I mean, what a great guy. Like, Travis Scott has a lot of controversy around him. What a solid dude, bro. What a solid dude.
In this studio, the Maybach G650 Lawn Delay. Only 99 made. What made you need that car in your collection?
Well, you know, I've always had a passion for these like ultra rare things.
Yes.
Things that always was outside of the box. even looking at the land a lot, just the space, the privacy.
Land a lot? I've never heard of that in my life.
Different experience. The tech might not be as up to date, but it's kind of like a good thing. It's kind of like a peaceful thing.
Hey, man, appreciate that. 4 months, big 4 months on them. Appreciate that.
Another car that's here. I promise I'm not going to talk sneakers, but the Cabriolet.
Yeah.
The Olive Pro Beat Dunks. Is it ever delivered to match, or is it just a passion of collecting a bunch of things?
I think every sneaker, every car, there's a connection.
Dang, that thing is nice, bro. That thing is nice. Travis Scott shows off his luxury cars, talking collecting sneakers and speakers.
It's been a lot of times where I pass on, certain things or certain sneakers, certain cars, because it's not really something that connected to me.
Yeah.
Whether it's from
Crazy
like
for real.
Every SB has its story.
Yes.
Whether it's like the Dooms or something. Like you think about
Those
it,
are hard.
I love these albums, NRDs, I love this.
Yes.
Freddy Krueger, one of the others.
I wanted those so bad when they came out, bro.
But
I wanted these so bad. These right here, the Freddy Kruegers.
Freddy Krueger.
Those right there.
Yes.
Movies.
Yes.
Lobsters. Which was something I wasn't as fond of as of late, but now I love them.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Comes in waves sometimes.
Yeah, and not the sneaker, but the actual food.
Okay.
It's like the movie Big.
I still think the Urus is so
We
clean,
talked about the
bro.
stereo system, but like, out of your cars, do you do the car tests with albums? And do you like listening to, and what is that process like?
Oh yeah, for sure. Every album I've ever made, it's not one album that I haven't put out that I haven't car tested. I might start from my phone test to the car test.
Wait, that's fire, bro. If I did music, I'd do car testing too. I'm not gonna lie.
Looked at my dog, but I was like going back and forth from a car.
Yeah.
Like listening to the album, I think it was Asherola at the time. But each car has like a different type of take on sound and things like hit different. But then also too is like, not everyone is in like maybe an ultra expensive car. So also listening to it in a car that, I might drive on an every day-to-day basis, or my mom might drive on an every day-to-day basis. Because that's like,
That's a good way to look at it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta test it in Lamborghini, and then you gotta spin around and test it in the Toyota. You know what I'm saying? You gotta test it in the Huracan, and then you gotta test it in the, the Camry, the 4Runner. You know what I'm saying? Versatility. Get your name out there, get your stuff out there. You know what I'm saying? You gotta make sure it sounds good in all wavelengths.
For your 28th birthday, you bought yourself a Bugatti Chiron. Only 30 of those exist. Are you sentimental? Do you tie them to life events ever?
Yeah, it's crazy because, RP Pop, we were working on
The Gotti video, right?
Jack
I always
Boys.
love the car, the idea of the car is crazy. And I remember we was doing that song and Pop's like, yeah, man, we gotta bring the Gottis out, man. Like, I forgot who was helping us put the video together. It's like, yeah, man, I know somebody that can bring some Gottis out for us. And I'm thinking to bring them out for us. I'm like, nah, fuck that. It's like, nah,
I'm gonna buy one. He said, look, hey, I'm gonna buy one.
Go get this. I remember I pulled up. We was at the shoot, me and Pops right around. He's like, man, he's like, damn, bro, this shit smell like brand new. I was like, yeah, bro, I just got it a couple, week ago. He's like, what the fuck? I was like, yeah. I was like, bro, to be honest, you one of the illest rappers. I feel like you changing the whole sound of New York. You don't even know if you know right now, but just from the sound of the beats to the way you put together, it's like,
bro,
this is gonna create collegiate.
He said, no. We not flexing Bugattis. I'm gonna go cop one, and we gonna shoot the video then.
Of just
yes,
artists and the sound and creatives. So man, you gonna have a million of these. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the music just went to the highest level.
That's what I want, bro. I keep saying I want the Urus so bad. Give me that Urus or that thing right there, the Landaulet or whatever.
You like to drive these cars.
Oh yeah.
You like cars that are driven.
Yeah. I don't believe in people that buy these cars and just sit them in the garage. And then don't pull them out.
Yeah.
They have 0 miles on them. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck is that for?
Yeah.
I respect all collectors and how they treat their things.
Cars are meant to be driven, bro. If you buy a car, just like he said, to just sit there, you might as well not even buy it, because then it's just eye candy. Bro, Go drive that thing. Test it to its limits, but don't crash. But test it to its limits. You know what I'm saying? Like, get a feel for it. Then you probably go buy another car you can drive.
But, man, y'all got to put them cars on the road. I know Jay Leno got mad V's, and I'm pretty sure you put some on the road.
Well, I know your time is limited. Thank you so much.
No, thank you, man.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.
For sure.
Dang. W. Travis Scott, bro. W. Travis Scott. That's actually insane. Now, we talked about speakers for maybe 30 minutes. We talked about speakers for 30 minutes, but you know what? W. Trav,